Hello. Hey, good luck with this game.
Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend
dead ass nervous because I have a career record on this game of 8-30.
This is Harlan.
Oh,
joining us on the sideline.
Oh, I already see it.
David Aldridge. This game
I need to stop playing ballsy. I need to stop playing ballsy.
Yeah, and the atmosphere of this
Yeah, dude is pressing me like a motherfucker.
As that win streak continues to grow, the fans' excitement has grown right along with it. And now we've reached that.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's certainly some names on the floor, Greg, that we've seen in the NBA.
Yeah, this is the 35,000 VC tournament that they run on PlayStation every day.
And Kevin, these types of games tend to be kind of methodical. Vets aren't afraid to give the
that should have went in.
We should see a clean game here tonight.
Al Harden after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Left side, Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh boy,
should have been a shot clock violation. Not talking about a hit.
Leonard, what a finish.
Yeah, what's up? Get postered. Your ass just got put on a poster.
Speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Takes it out to Leonard. Off target from outside.
This is literally my one chance
all over you.
Take the lead right here.
And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where
he knew I was
going to
shoot that.
Improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Lillard from outside. Kawhi Leonard.
Bro, I'm not playing with Drew Holiday. I need to figure that out.
George.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Alright, he's going to green that.
The triple has been a major part of Paul George's arsenal. This guy has got the size to get it off.
The kick out to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Beasley outside. Pass to Middleton. Over George. And
there's no way that wasn't a green.
Boy, a miss
Can't
like
tell me
that
if that
would
was a
drive
green or
any
not.
scorer crazy,
There's no way it
especially with the defender
couldn't be.
giving a cushion.
George missing again. Bucks trailed by 3. Stolen by George.
There's no way.
On the wing, Harden. Jacks up a 3.
Okay, Harden's just gonna, make that, because the game likes to glaze him as well.
James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lillard surveying the D. Beasley outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle.
Send me
and 2
to
shots
the line.
Well, what you love about Malik Beasley
Watching
is
TJ
his
versus
willingness
John
to
Beast
always
on
hunt
Madden
for opportunities to
at the
score.
same time
he
as I'm playing this
understands
game.
what the strength of his game is, and he goes out and tries to execute.
2 shots. And he makes the first. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
And the basket by Harden.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lillard outside. Pass to Portis. Now here's Lopez. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Tice.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Leonard's got 7.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Middleton. To end the run. Misses the baby hook.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked it forward. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
From deep three-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Plays it up and banks it in.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Harden, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer, no good.
No idea what I was thinking right there.
16. The deep three from Harden. Harden missing again.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And you look at Paul George, Doris. He really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. George looking around. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Crowder. Everly for three. The Clippers grab the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody. Whether it's it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. For three.
Love it how his hands was up
again,
5 feet away
miss.
from me, but it still counts as good shot contest.
Expose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Yeah, because, you know, I green that
Clippers
shit.
leading by 17. Players,
Watch
as
him,
we
yeah,
can
green.
see, starting to wear down this late in the season. You got to be careful of that, Doris. How important, then, is depth at this point of the year?
Yeah, Kevin, it's critical. It's almost impossible not to have some nicks and bumps as the season winds down. Teams that can use their whole bench typically
I'm about to
have
be
an
done with
advantage
this
down
game.
the stretch because you can rest those guys who
I'm about to
maybe
just
are a
leave.
little bit more banged up than you'd like to see.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Harden. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy
Yeah,
one.
because Damian Lillard is all of a sudden worse than Peyton Pritchard.
It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And the Bucks with possession here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots over Lillard. Another miss by Harden.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
No good from Beasley. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point, the game got completely away from them, and they just
Begging on the
could not
knees to
get
be
back
on me.
on track.
They're capable of a much better game than they played. They know
no way I
it, we
just
know
made
it.
James
Let's
Harden
see if
fall.
it affects their confidence.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
One of the great NBA
Sounds
players
about
one-on-one
right.
in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
And a deep three from Lillard.
Yeah, if you had,
And the
if you
last
let
shot
me use
before
my
the buzzer
meter,
is off.
would have worked.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Clippers on top, running away with this one. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Lopez over to help. Clippers leading by 20. Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
Lillard from outside.
Yeah, we done with that bullshit.
Effect.
For sure. So I go to Paris. I walk into a convenience store. The guy behind the counter, I'm wearing an NBA logoed half zip, and he says to me, NBA. I go, yeah.